For Panthers Fans Only is a sports podcast intended for mature audiences and contains profanity as well as extremely spirited conversation. What you see and hear are the sole opinions and depictions of each individual, not at all inclusive of the entire cast or any guests associated with our show. Thanks for tuning in, and always remember to stand on business.
Don't start, nigga. Don't start.
No, you don't. You
Don't start. No, I'm telling you something.
You don't start.
Don't start, bro. Don't start.
I'm not about ready to fuck around with it already.
Yeah, they see you too jumpy. You too jumpy. Let's see if you gonna know what to do. You think he will? You think he know what to do? We gave him a new challenge this week.
This shit gonna be so random.
I told him to mix me. Already he's fucking up. Nah, you can let it ride. You good. Go, bring me up. Bring the music up a little bit. There we go.
God knows I'm trying.
I don't know if it's gonna sound distorted or not. Go down just a little tad, just a little tad, just a little tad. There you go. It's summertime. Hey, this is the time of the year when you about my size or a little bit smaller, nigga, don't leave the house without your big nigga rag. No cap, you need that. And unfortunately, I'm just a big nigga commissioner. So I know I gotta teach y'all a couple things. Don't leave the house without your big nigga rag.
And deodorant.
You need to shower at least twice a day, bare minimum. Yeah, it's all that. It's all that for sure. What's cracking?
I cannot tell who is my friend. I need distance between me and them.
It's the time of the year where a little more clothes start coming off. You know, if you a big nigga like me, my shirt be off, booty shorts on. What's some shit that they like? What's this? That did sound wild. That did sound wild. Not for me.
Hoochie daddy shorts?
No.
Chubbies?
No.
Biker
the
shorts?
Girls like that. The girls
The biker
like
shorts?
the tennis skirts.
The biker
shorts. The sundresses.
What is that new shit that they got?
Good
The,
God
the
almighty.
bubble skirts?
That shit is terrible.
Oh my God, I hate
The
it.
bubble skirts.
Oh my God, I
Never
hate
seen them.
You don't want it.
Google it. Google bubble skirt.
Seen some girls turn their back on their best friend from time. I heard you say things that you can't take back, girl, no time. I need you to go easy now and fix up.
Welcome to For Panthers Fans Only.
I cannot tell who is my friend. I need distance between me.
We outside all summer.
Gonna have to teach me how to love you again. God knows I'm trying.
Oh, I like these.
You must be looking at the wrong
I
one.
like these. Y'all tripping. I like these.
They don't look good on everybody.
Let me
and
see.
Everybody be
God
trying to wear
knows
them.
I'm trying.
I like them. That's cute. If you with me this summer, you can wear your bubble skirt. They said you can't, but it's fine.
Oh,
by
I'm
me.
not telling you what to wear or what you can't wear.
No, yeah, you
I'm just
better than
saying.
me already.
I'm not a big fan of them.
Wow.
They just look weird. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't look good on everybody.
I mean, but that's. I mean, you can say that for everything.
That's true. They
Certain
don't look
things
good
that
on most
people
people.
can't. Well, then, so you need to take it upon yourself to tell them. That might not be your style.
That's what I'm doing right now. Leave them the fuck at home.
No, there's a better way to say that.
Okay. That's something I'm working on.
That you got to deal with internally.
Yeah, that's something internal.
Facts. Hey, this intro is only for niggas that did not switch up on Drake summer 2024.
Aren't you niggas that switched up?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I never switched up on that nigga. Ever. I already knew what time it was. Go run the tape. I already knew what time it was. I knew that nigga was going to war, and I told that nigga to be careful because that nigga Kendrick is a killer, a certified one, and he the boogeyman. Yeah, but I never switched up, ever. That was never the case. You see how niggas just get up here getting the lion, but then it be me. I'll be the one creating narratives.
Am I creating this narrative, or is this something that's happened?
No, it didn't happen.
You can interject at any time.
The nigga can't interject because he know what time it is. I'll be sending this nigga Drake lyrics randomly, bro. Like literally, like no cap. It'll be fucking 12:30 a.m. and I'll send this nigga a bar. Like nigga, he know.
Which song though? Because that could be kind of.
Oh well, it just depends. It just depends. Welcome to For Panthers Fans Only, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. This is episode 13 or 14 of season 5.
501.
Yeah, I was about to say episode or video 501 for the G2S network for sure. This is episode 13, I believe, of season 5. So if you're new here, thank you so much for being here. If you're a returning visitor again, thank you so much for being here. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to tap in with us on social media at For Panthers Fans Only on Instagram, TikTok. Tap in with us on X at FPFO_podcast. If you're not familiar with the YouTube channel, you can tap in with us at the G2S Network on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching there right now. Shout out to you. Shout out to the chat niggas. Shout out Bloody. Shout out Omar. Shout out QJ. If I didn't mention your name, I apologize. Shanique. It's all love. Shout out Shanique. Shout out Candyman. I mean, it's just so many people to shout out.
So many. With us since day one.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Shout out Chef. It's a lot of niggas. I'm not gonna lie. We get a lot of love outside.
Shout out Dylan.
Sure. Oh God, shout out Dylan. Dylan be working. Dylan be working.
Yeah, he have his moments, but he be working.
Dylan be working, boy. Dylan be working, man. Shout out Dylan. Shout out Rod. Shout out to the whole FPFO team. Also, I'm gonna take this time right now. All of your vintage gear needs. This is gonna be the first time ever. I should have got ChatGPT to write me a prompt, cut the promo. All of your vintage gear needs. If you're into vintage streetwear, tops, bottoms, jackets, you want to load up for the fall/winter, tap in right now to @Goodies and Two Shoes on Instagram. Find us on Depop as well. If you're not familiar with what Goodies and Two Shoes is, FPFO, there would be no FPFO without Goodies and Two Shoes. It's just very, very simple. Very, very simple. We'll choose to tell the story. We'll tell the story sometime this summer. But yeah.
Or just hit me. I'll plug y'all in.
Sure. Yeah, that works too. That works too. But we got the clothing back. Yeah, we got the clothing back 100-fold. I mean, I was just talking to Jake today, and just tap in. Just tap in, bro. If you're new here, I think that you're joining and visiting and finding out about G2S Network, FPFO, etc. literally at the perfect time.
No, literally.
Like literally at the perfect time, because shit is coming together so well. Also, another perfect time thing for you guys. We are having a FPFO Road Game Experience giveaway. If you haven't joined that, entered that yet, take the time to do so right now. You get 5 free entries, round trip flights for you +1, hotel stay for you +1, game tickets for you +1. Should you win, we have over 1,200 entries right now. It's absolutely major, completely free to enter. All you have to do is tap in with us on social media, which you should already be doing before we even get to that point. So take the time right now to go enter the giveaway for your chance to win a FPFO Road Game Experience and come party with the FPFO crew. Absolutely. That's all the plugs, right? I think that was very, very efficient. Very, very efficient. I'm out of God knows I'm trying. Good job, bro. You did. He did pretty good.
Sneak over there, focus.
I need a mic stand so I can really get freaky on this pad.
Well, tell your boy.
Tell your boy what? I'm supplying mic stands for everybody?
Yeah.
No.
I'll take one.
Tell your boy.
Yeah, you can buy one.
We got to upgrade. We do got to upgrade our mics, though, because I need that mic that he has in his hand. Matter of fact, we both need that mic that he has in his hand. and then I got another one for him. So
Oh, niggas just gonna take my mic?
yeah, yes, 1,000%. Like
Pitiful.
1,000%. Because honestly, I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I don't like when I'm editing the video.
Oh, I'd be sounding better.
I don't like how I don't like the quality of your mic and how deep your voice be sounding over
just
mine.
comes across a lot smoother. You know, that's why.
No, nigga, and then
just
nigga
me.
try to pop his shit and his voice
it's just
immediately
me.
start cracking. That's God telling him to shut the fuck up. Very, very simple. What's popping, man? How everybody feeling? What's going on? Hey, not gonna lie. Actually, I'm not gonna say it. We got a lot of topics to get through today. I am aiming for, because these niggas think that I'm pussy. They don't think that I do a good job with managing our time on this podcast.
You don't at all.
So this episode will be 2 hours or less. Very simple.
2 hours or less.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think it's going to be an hour and a half. But we have a
It's
phenomenal
not even
episode.
gonna be close to an hour and a half.
You don't think so?
I'm not looking at that docket.
I think that we have a phenomenal episode planned for y'all today. Our fan blitz. Actually, I don't even know if we got any questions this week. That's something that I'm going to have to check. But we will be having fan blitz this week if you guys sent questions in. If not, once you tap in on social media, you guys will see, every Monday afternoon, we open it up on X as well as Instagram for you guys to send your questions in. So make sure to be participating to be a part of the show in that regard, because it honestly makes our life a lot easier, especially when you look into the summertime during this dead period with no training camp going on, no mandatory camp going on. It just makes life a lot easier and a lot better for us when you guys choose to send questions in. So we greatly appreciate it if you did send questions in. I haven't checked yet, but we will check when the time is right. 2-minute warning. Gonna get our reactions to Terrence's favorite player of all time, Shaq Thompson, signing with the Buffalo Bills. Also gonna get an explanation on why Terrence, as well as the fan club that he honestly is the head of,
Wow.
doesn't fuck with Xavier Legette. We're gonna get reactions on that. And actually, do you want to just go there right now? No, I want to see how you guys are doing first. I know that y'all had a very busy weekend. Here we go. I'm gonna just tell y'all this. When niggas start moving kind of funny and weird, not inviting you to certain events, not inviting you to do certain things, and then gaslighting you into making it seem like it's your fault, you watch them kind of niggas. You watch them kind of niggas, because it's just a red flag. It's alarming, and it just puts me personally on high alert. But how was y'all's weekend?
Who is that aiming towards, though?
Tavian, our producer.
I would just like to know, really quickly, we'll get into your weekend here in a second. Do you recall the last event you invited me to?
I don't know.
How was your weekend, Terrence?
What is your point, nigga?
There you go.
Do you recall the last event that I've hosted?
I just know the last thing that I got invited to that you were included in is just not safe to speak about on this podcast.
Touche. Touche.
And that was the only time that I've been invited to
That's
anything.
actually a lie. I'm pretty sure I invited you to my birthday dinner in Greenville.
Yeah, you told us the day before.
Yeah.
That
I told,
it was in
actually,
Greenville.
I told everybody the day before.
Who came from Raleigh?
Actually, I had a nigga come from Orlando. So that's even fucking
Yeah,
worse.
but when we're talking about
excuse me, that's even fucking worse.
Yeah,
and
but
I invited niggas to the TIT concert,
But
everything.
give context though.
Okay, what was the context? I'm sorry, I don't know.
I mean, that nigga has
Completely
the
different work schedules.
Yeah, free range to travel like that.
And your event didn't start until I was getting off of my shift.
But you just, nigga, that's
dinner
all
was at
fine.
6:30.
No, that's all fine. Listen, that's all fine. I feel no way about it. You just told me to ask you.
So I'm
Told me to remind you what was the last time that I invited you to an event. The last time I invited you to an event was April 4th, 2025.
Have you been to Orlando since April 4th?
No,
Okay.
I have not actually. Have I? Damn, I don't know. I don't think so. No, I haven't. I don't understand the fucking relevance.
It's just because, you be taking a lot of trips, and I don't hear wind of it until you're there. Nigga,
I take a lot of trips that a lot of niggas don't know about. He just got blessed with the opportunity not too long ago to know about a mission
What?
that
You
I was on.
didn't have to. You
Aside
didn't have to
for-
bless me with nothing.
aside- you know,
I
so
didn't
I
really,
take a look
I
at
didn't
it.
really care. You chose to tell me.
And then you also have to provide the context that I asked you what you were doing last weekend. Last week when we were here recording, when we were finished, I asked you, hey, what are you doing next weekend?
Can I ask you a question?
You said, oh, I'm umpiring all weekend. Got to make that chocho. I said, cool. Make your chocho gang.
Now, at no point did he ever say, you know, next week is the crawfish boil, the seafood broil. You know, every year around this time. At no point he tells me that, because usually, to be honest, I think usually this shit is closer to July 4th, if I'm not mistaken.
It's normally
it
feels a
usually
little bit
is on
later in the
July
year.
4th.
They
Yeah.
did bump it up this year.
So I'm thinking, nigga, I got time. It's July, like, because I'm mentally preparing. You know, Mon Dukes done invited me to the farm. Juan, the last time I talked to him, he was like, "Hey, make sure you come this year, etc." So I'm just like, "Okay, cool, no worries." Next thing I know, I'm in bed, just busting my ass for almost 12 hours. I'm in bed. I FaceTime my niggas. I'm just seeing what they on, making sure everybody's safe. These niggas in Virginia. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, must have just took a little weekend trip to the farm. So I'm like, Tavian, when is the crawfish boil this year? This nigga Terrence, he's an instigating bastard. He's an instigating bastard. Nigga start busting out laughing. He said, you said when is what, bro? When is what? Nigga talking about, oh, that was today. And they both in that bitch drunk as hell. And I'm just in here, blisters all on my feet, done turned 10 shades darker, busting my ass, and my niggas up partying. But cool. That's all of that being said, just watch niggas when they start moving like that. That's all. So how was y'all's week? And tell me about it. Because obviously I wasn't blessed enough to get the invite. So, here we are.
My weekend was good. Started Friday night. I think Love Island came on Friday night. Mm-hmm. If y'all haven't been keeping up with Love Island, I mean, this might be one of the best seasons that they came out with.
Better than last season? Did you watch last season?
Yeah, I think it's trending to be better than last season, just because there's
For
so
real?
much drama. Yeah, it's trending to be better than last season. So watch that Friday night.
And we played a part in the drama, too.
Yes. Because the fans get the
Did y'all
vote.
vote? I was about to say,
We
y'all vote?
fucked off so bad. The whole world just fucked
real?
off. Yeah,
Please don't spoil it. Because I'm trying to let more episodes come out because I like binge watching. Please don't spoil
Yeah,
it.
we fucked it.
Yeah.
Fucked it.
But
Hutter? What's that? Who is Hutter? Is that a girl or a boy?
she got to
She
get
gotta
gone.
go.
Yeah?
She from Raleigh.
Yeah.
For real? Oh, that's she's Hispanic?
No, she's Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen her. I think I've
she
seen
gotta
her.
get gone though.
The chick from the chick that was saying nigga, the Hispanic girl, wasn't she,
got-
from
she got
Charlotte?
booted.
Yeah,
I
she got
know.
booted.
She was from Charlotte, right?
I don't know.
I think she was from Charlotte. I'm pretty
know.
sure. Maybe I'm blazing. I
She
don't
got
know.
booted, though.
Yeah, like episode 2 or 3, they said
Yeah, they
so and so's been removed from the village.
Yeah.
And then went on to a story about whatever the fuck they were talking about.
Yeah, just gave no explanation, but that's how it goes.
And then she gave an apology.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, she
but
gave an
maybe she did.
apology. I unfortunately, when those situations arise, I don't need an apology, bitch. I know your intentions, and I know who you are. Don't try and protect face with me. But that's just me personally. Nigga, move on to fucking
I'm
Saturday.
trying. You keep
move on to Saturday,
you
nigga.
keep interrupting.
My bad. Move on to Saturday quickly. Because I want
Saturday.
to know how I got fucking
look at him.
uninvited.
Look at him.
I just want to make sure I'm tracking properly.
Allegedly, I wasn't out. Somebody else was invited before me. I just happened to be. I don't know. It just happened to come up in conversation, and I got invited. So
Wow.
that's what I heard. But
Wow.
either way,
Oh, so the nigga is just a mark.
yeah, that's what
He's
I
just
heard.
a mark.
No. See, what he's referring to is somebody had told me they were going to be in Lynchburg, and I was like, I'm going to be in Lynchburg this weekend, too. They were like, where are you in Lynchburg? And I was like, I'm crawfish boil. I was like, come through if you're not doing anything. That's how that shit happened.
But mind you, I didn't know about this until after all of that. So same thing. But anyway, I ended up getting an invite. So went down down to
as the head.
Lynchburg. Had the crawfish boil, a lot of beer. They had like a beer truck out there, so you just go self pour. A lot of food, hella food, live band. But it was just a chill time, honestly. We just sat out there most of the time drinking, eating, chopping it up with the folks and stuff like that. And then, we had an early drive back the next day, so it wasn't anything too crazy.
Was that your first time going?
What, to the crawfish boil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my first time.
They still be
love the
asking about you, man.
Yeah, I'm sure, nigga.
You know, you're good out there. You always got an invite that it doesn't expire. Like you're always welcome.
Well, if I don't know the bitch ass date,
Well,
date, and my friend doesn't tell me the bitch ass date, then you know.
Sure, I'll wear it. I guess
You don't have a choice, nigga.
Sounds good. Even though you said you was working, and you talked about how much chocho you was trying to get to, so I was being a good friend and letting you get to that bag. But now I'm a bad friend for not, interrupting your cash flow. So, you just can't win with some niggas. That's
expert gaslighter.
You just can't win with some niggas.
Expert gaslighter.
That's just what that tells you. But yeah, it was a good time, man. It was a good time. Crawfish boil. Don't have to recap that. That's pretty much what it was.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how many times you're gonna fucking say it. You want me to like rage out or what?
Shit was good though.
See,
Shit was good.
It was fire.
But it was a good time, man. Early weekend, y'all celebrated Father's Day with my pops. Got to watch Raffy Devers' last home run as a Red Sox. It was good. Good time.
Yep.
Until it wasn't.
I'm assuming you were on the ball field all weekend, so no need for your explanation, huh?
Saturday I had 5 baseball games. Sunday, had 2 baseball games. Got back to the city. I went out to eat with my pops, and that was it. Crashed at about 10:30. So nothing special.
Last week at kickball, I almost ended up on the injuries reports.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, he about got fucked off.
Oh my God.
We're so sorry. I mean, I'm just so happy to get off this team. I had to go into GM mode and create my own team.
Did you?
Yes.
That shit was bad.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were retiring officially.
No. I got to get back from it. We haven't won a game.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Single game.
And y'all were just in the championship last season.
With
This
the
is
same
as
exact
that team.
Oh my god.
Or niggas like traveling and stuff. Or
We added one new player. Completely fucked the team.
Yeah.
Really?
Completely. I mean, it's just embarrassing.
What's the player's name?
Well, I don't. Does the player really contribute to the down
defense? Because our defense has become horrible.
Oh
we were good last year because of our
I know what you're
defense.
talking about. Yes, he is right.
Well, get the team in order.
Well,
You've been there the longest.
It won't be my team. It is what we play our last regular season game Wednesday, Tuesday when y'all hear this, Wednesday. But
tomorrow
yeah.
when they hear it.
Yeah. And then after that, we're going to the playoffs. Luckily, you can make the playoffs regardless of your record. But, I mean, we'll probably be put up against the best team going in. So
all you need is a chance to dance.
Yeah, but I just don't know if this team got it.
It don't.
Y'all don't got no heart.
We got beat
That
by a
starts
team
at the
that
top.
had less. They didn't even have a full team to be able to field on defense. Like, they had a gap the whole time, and we still fucking lost.
They put up 8 runs in the first inning.
Oh, my God.
Off the nigga that I was telling you about. The one that I just mentioned.
And I think it might be a personal vendetta against me.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's bro?
Mm-hmm. Because he was out there doing some like sliding in front of my catches, dropping them, like just all kinds of weird shit.
Took my spot in the outfield. I said, "Yo, you wanna switch?" He said, "Nah, I got it." Proceeds to give up 8 runs right over his fucking head.
I'm always in the mix of some bullshit every time.
Well, that means that you need to look internally. Make sure that you're living right, nigga. Make sure that you're living right. Wow. Well, thanks for the update. That's very, very interesting, especially with things developing the way I've been, receiving the information. So, I mean, maybe.
But I don't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah.
It's me.
Fact. I like that. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get the Excel shit out of the way now, because I feel like this has been an ongoing conversation.
All right, are we deading it now? Is this it?
Maybe. It just depends on what this nigga says and if he pisses me the fuck off, because it may just keep going and going until minicamp or until training camp. I don't know. So we're about to see. Why do you hate Excel?
I don't hate Excel.
I'm telling you what I receive and the comments say.
Well, let me tell you, I don't hate Excel, and I hate having to reiterate this on every fucking live show or podcast that we do. And I say the same thing, and I know y'all are tired of me hearing it, but unfortunately or apparently y'all can't comprehend what I'm saying. All I said was I just hope Excel is putting in just as much work for football, his day job, the one where he gets paid the most money at, as he is into them other side gigs. That's all I said, because he had a subpar season last year. He lost us a couple of games, I would say, specifically the Eagles game. And I just need him to be better next year with the direction that this team is trying to go in. If you think they're going to make the playoffs, potentially be battling for an NFC championship spot, XL can't be the same XL from last year. That's all I'm saying. That's literally it.
Okay, I agree with that.
And,
I agree with that. Well, I mean, Devontae Adams was also extremely mediocre his rookie and sophomore season in the NFL.
I got it.
And we know exactly how he turned out.
I got it.
I mean, that's it. That's all I'm going based off.
I got it from here. So Devontae Adams was one drafted in the second round. XL was drafted in the first round, and you did be quiet.
Round one, pick 32.
You did the same. You can go back and date to the year that Bryce got drafted, and we were trying to compare him to C.J. Stroud, and you said, unfortunately, no matter what he does, he has to draw that comparison because he was picked over him, and he was picked in the first round, and that's the status that he had to uptake, no matter what happened. So
pick 32 isn't
so
damn near.
It doesn't matter. It's not a damn near. It was in round one.
Okay.
So we'll start there. 2, Devontae Adams came into a situation where both of the receivers had over 1,200 yards. I think Randall Cobb and Jordy Nelson. I think Jordy Nelson had 1,500. Randall Cobb had like 1,200. XL didn't come into that situation. So Devontae Adams wasn't expected to make a big splash when he came in his rookie year. He already had 2 elite receivers over him. XL came into a team where the number one receiver was 39, 40-year-old Adam Thielen. I'm exaggerating those numbers a little bit.
Who just had a band? He had just had 1,100 yards.
He just had a band.
That Adam Thielen, that's the one you're referencing?
Yeah, the one that you wanted to cut earlier in the season. Yes, that one. You wanted to cut 2 weeks ago. So that Adam Thielen.
Okay.
And then proceeded to let a guy who was an undrafted free agent have pretty much the same, or people can argue, a better year than he did.
Because he did play 5 less games, so if they argue that would be admirable.
Okay, and so it's not like we're saying something outrageous. And that Devontae Adams shit killed the narrative, bro. Y'all have to kill that narrative because we don't know yet. We don't know.
And niggas didn't know what
Devontae Adams is a Hall of Famer.
Okay, that's fine. It's undoubtable. His first 2 years, that nigga ain't have no more than 900 yards.
And then that is
just chill, just relax. Is all I'm telling you.
Don't compare him to Devontae Adams because that's really an outlier. Because not a lot of receivers that get drafted in the first round have subpar years like Xavier Legette. More receivers don't. No, you can go look at history because I did my research. More receivers don't than they do. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact.
I don't know.
Go do your research because I already done mine.
I honestly don't know if that's true.
I already done mine.
It sounds like you did. You did a little bit of research, and that's fine. I don't know how true it is that more receivers don't produce than do. I just don't know how true it is. I don't. And the only thing that I'm telling niggas is, just relax. Just chill.
We've been relaxing.
No, y'all haven't been relaxing. Because and to be honest, unfortunately, I'm just taking it out on you because you're the only one that I can talk to like verbally and have this interaction with. A lot of this shit is coming from Twitter.
That I'm not even on.
Yeah, you are. No, you are where you want to be. No. You are where you want to be, nigga. So that's number one. Number 2, I be going back and listen to the playback, and I just be like, this nigga Terrence really be hating on young black nigga getting his chocho. That's it. That's the
narrative he tried to paint. Is when I said the exact opposite last episode. I said you love to see a black man getting his money. Get your money. Do what you have to do. Just make sure your on-field play is,
So why can't Xavier Legette be Devontae Adams 2.0?
I mean, I'm not saying that he can't, but right now the trajectory isn't looking like that, and I'm sure Devontae Adams.
The trajectory is looking spot on.
I'm sure Devontae Adams didn't damn near lead the league in fucking drops his rookie year either.
Well, I mean, yeah, he didn't, but Jamar Chase did. So I mean,
Oh God, please
things-
don't,
so,
don't,
I'm
please.
just saying, no, I'm just telling you something, nigga. You want to bring up drops? Jamar had what, 12 of them bitches?
Can we go
his
see what?
rookie season?
Can we go see what Jamar's stats was his rookie season? Or
Yeah,
you
'cause
want to
he
leave
also
that
cracked
be?
the
Or
bank.
you want to fucking
No,
leave that
no,
be?
I
Because
wanna-
I suggest you leave that be.
No, I'm just saying. Don't you want to talk about drops, nigga? I know another receiver that had a lot of drops. Their rookie year.
Yeah.
a lot, and led the NFL in drops. I know another nigga that did the same exact thing. Jamar
And
Chase.
still have better
He did,
and then still have better yards and stats than Xavier
and
Legette.
had a consistent quarterback, a quarterback that was consistently better and has been consistently better than Bryce Young could even imagine of being up to this point. Would you agree? Is
Yes.
Joe Burrow a lot better than Bryce Young currently at this point in their careers?
Yes.
And was Joe Burrow not performing way higher than Bryce Young ever has the specific season that Jamar Chase came in? Yes.
Well,
So multiple things can be true.
Well, when
nigga.
Bryce gives you the opportunity, don't go and squander it off. That's it. That's it.
All right. Well,
Help your quarterback out. Because Adam Thielen ain't have a problem catching it. Jalen Coker ain't have a problem catching it.
well, he's not going to have a problem this year.
I hope.
We already have a bet
I
in
hope
place, so
for,
it's not even.
I
shit we
hope
can
for
do.
the sake of the fan base and for the Carolina Panthers, he doesn't.
I mean, if he does, then we'll just go. We'll go another direction. We'll go to Nalo. That's why we brought the nigga in. So
And
cool.
and he's the reason we bought him in. So cool. Look to the sideline and hang your head on that. You the reason we had to go get the receiver at number 8 because you couldn't get it done. Cool.
I would agree with that sentiment. But cool. I've already told you, like for the past month. Well, not the past month, but episodes 2 through 5 or 2 through 6. Whenever we came back and we started talking draft shit, I already told you that I think XL is going to take the shit personal.
I hope so.
You know, he does that performative shit for the media and for the fan base and shit like that. But I'm not. I just don't believe it personally. I don't think that you're okay with them going 1-8 to go get another receiver. I don't think. I mean, and if he is, then that will challenge everything that I believe about the nigga. So I'll just say that. But the only thing that I'm gonna say is when he comes on the field on Sundays and he starts letting his dick hang, and all we seeing is him riding dollar bill all throughout BOA and every other stadium we go to. Don't jump on the fucking bandwagon because you a hater.
That's
it.
not
That's
true.
it.
I just spent the last 10 minutes debunking that, actually saying the opposite, and still get painted as a hater. I don't think you know the definition. So I would challenge you to go figure out the definition.
Fair enough. I'm just telling everybody, and I'm gonna just close with this, and you can say whatever you feel like you want to say. I'm just telling everybody, just chill. Rookie season. Matter of fact, let me. Devontae Adams, 38 catches, 446 yards, 3 touchdowns. Let's go look at Excel.
Less games played.
Is that facts?
He played 11. Excel played what?
I don't know. I would imagine 14, 15. I don't have the games played here. I just have.
Don't worry. I already looked them up. Devontae Adams played 11 games his rookie year.
Okay.
Xavier Legette.
No, that's not accurate.
What is it?
16. So he played the whole fucking season. See?
And
That's why I say I got to go check
And what
my own
did Xavier
facts for
Legette
it.
play? Xavier Legette played 16. Okay, so that's null and void.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Oh, Xavier Legette had more catches at 49. He had more receiving yards at 497. He had more touchdowns at 4. So everybody just calm the fuck down. Don't worry about what he does off the field. You don't worry about it, nigga.
Bruh,
You don't worry
There's no
about
way
it.
that you're the one saying this when you came on the pod a couple weeks ago and was saying something about him being at the Canes game, like all of this other shit, and you explicitly have said multiple times that it's something that you have to deal with because you don't like when you see players doing other shit outside of football.
Yeah, but
you
then-
said that.
yeah,
So
I
don't
did. But
tell
then
everybody don't worry about it when you're the main one beating that drum.
Well, and then they
Stand
they
on
came out-
business.
I am. And then they came out and said, everybody in the organization said, I don't think that we've seen anybody work harder the whole season more than Xavier Legette. Nobody has worked harder the whole off season than Xavier Legette. So when I keep hearing that from everybody, from Bryce Young, from Chuba Hubbard, from Dave Canales, from Dan Morgan, when I keep hearing the same sentiment being echoed, I'm going to chill.
I mean, congratulations.
Cool.
You were
that nigga's doing work that we didn't see.
You
What
were-
was my problem? Nigga, I keep seeing you everywhere outside, but I'm not seeing you on no goddamn jug machine. I'm not seeing you in the weight room. I'm not seeing you doing no cone drill with route guy. I'm not seeing nothing. But if them folks keep saying that you doing it in the facility, then cool.
Well,
I'm chilling.
congratulations. You was the first round draft pick. You was damn near one of the worst receivers on the roster. So congratulations that you're doing what you're supposed to do in the offseason. Congratulations. Do you want a fucking cookie for that? Is that what we're rewarding now?
No,
but
sorry.
like I said,
slow?
and this goes back to what I said last season, that this fan base rather, is so used to mediocre shit that they just find a way to praise it. Because we're used to it. And it's no fault to you. You can't help it. So I'm here to help y'all see the bigger picture. You can't help it.
Okay. We'll see. 1,000 yards guaranteed.
I mean, we already have a bet
That's
on
all
it.
I'm going to say. No, I don't think the line is that high. I think we have money on his drops, and I think we have his line set at like 750 or 725 or something.
I don't think there's no way I took that, but I got the notes.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, nigga, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I
don't even think we have it because I don't have it in my notes. But we can do something with it.
Oh my God, bro. Let's see. All of the bets that I have with Terrence so far. Top 15 defense. That shit is, I mean, that's a lock, but cool. Nick Scorton, over 5.5 sacks. I have that. 10 wins. I have that. Let me see.
Panthers under 8.5.
I don't have
yeah, that's the biggest bet. You better have it.
XL, oh, no, we don't. We don't got shit on yardage. XL drop passes under 4.5. Stamp that too. XL
So do you
want to
do you want to do something on his yards?
Any more than 5, or will have not have any more than 4 drops this year.
Do you want to do something on the yards then? And the
line at?
The starting line is 1,000.
Fuck no.
Okay. Well, cool. Didn't you just
Fuck
tell
no.
me?
Fuck no.
You
Fuck
just
no.
told me.
That line
You just
is
told
like
me 10 seconds ago 1,000 yards. Stamp it.
Exasperated. That line is too much. Can we set
If
it
you're
at
scared,
850?
go to church.
Can we set it at 850?
Church is on Sunday.
I know. Can we set it at 850?
No, I want to set.
He's battling with the first round overall pick.
Here we go, making excuses.
Number
again.
8 overall pick, actually. And he's battling with the nigga that has gone for over 1,000 yards multiple times in his career, and Adam Thielen. Jimmy Horn.
If he can't beat out Adam Thielen for yards, at this
let
point,
me know when the excuses stop, and then we can talk
set
numbers.
It at 850 because you're not taking into account that we're going to be running the fuck out of the ball too.
1,000, take it or leave it.
850.
1,000, take it or leave it.
I just hate how you do all that chat.
Business.
You do all that chatting about how good he's going to be and how much work he's putting in and yada yada yada, and wanting to like suck him off, like dust your knees off. But then as soon as you stand up, right, you drop the line immediately. Stand on that shit.
850.
Stand on that shit.
That's reasonable.
1,000.
That's
1,000.
300
yards. 1,000 yards is reasonable. 1,000
No.
yards is reasonable for a receiver who is drafted in the first round, who now has another dominant receiver opposite of him. 1,000 yards is reasonable.
Actually,
yes.
500 more cool. So how much do you want to do? I don't give a fuck. How much do you want to do on 1,000 yards for XL? How much?
It don't matter.
50?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm on your bumper.
Yeah. That's cool. I don't give a fuck.
Free money, free money. Hey, comment if you want to make a bet with JJ. He's paying out big time this offseason. Big time.
And then this is where it makes it seem like I hate my team, but
Yeah,
I mean,
because
when I'm getting free money,
you do, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
if they know how much money I made off of you last year, then they will understand.
You have so many things just going against. Like you honestly have the most bets against the Panthers in my notes. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Why do you
it's sad as hell?
Why do you keep trying to make these bets with me?
Like you know,
why do you
Nick scoring over 5.5 sacks? Like you would think that your second round pick, that Terrence would be championing for that.
Wait, you would think for your first round pick that he wouldn't lead the league in drops and have under 500 yards.
Pick number 32. Pick number 32.
Is it?
Like, honestly, give
is
it a
pick
fucking
32
break.
in the first round?
Give
Yes
it
or
a
no?
break, bro.
Yes.
Give it a break, bro. Honestly.
And you traded up to get him in the first round specifically.
Moving on.
I can't wait to see what Keon Coleman do this offseason or this next year.
He's a mark. He's not good. He's not good. And that nigga was doing all that marketing shit last year, and niggas ain't say shit about that. Did they?
They did.
No, who?
Matter of fact, they didn't have to. You know why? Because he did.
Because he didn't.
Because he did.
He did what?
He came out and said last season was trash. He was like, last season wasn't good enough. My routes weren't clean enough. My breaks were too slow. It was like, it just was unacceptable. He came out and said that shit himself.
While somebody else said they just didn't have enough confidence. But we'll move on.
He didn't. Cool. That's on the coaching staff. That's on the coaching staff and the quarterback. Niggas ain't instilled no confidence in them, so cool. Yeah, I didn't have my confidence right because
You're a grown ass man.
It's hard to instill confidence in somebody when you give them the opportunity, they just fucking piss it away. But that's neither here nor there. Are we done with this topic?
Yeah, we are. We're moving on because I just can't stand when niggas just get to chatting, bro. Honestly.
Grown man in the NFL talking about he don't got no confidence.
Embarrassing, bro. Let Bryce would have said that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, I would have fucking nailed him to the cross. Oh, yeah, you're right. Hey, you're right, bro. You're right. I would have nailed him to the cross. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. So, I mean, long story short, on Monday, Joe Person, dropped an article on the Athletic about the wide receiver room pretty much summing everything up, being the deepest that it's been in a very, very long time and tough decisions coming up. Now, Panthers Twitter was up in arms because he said that there were only a couple of names that were locks. Would you like to know the locks?
Yes.
XL, Nalo, and Adam Thielen. And niggas were up in arms because Jalen Coker wasn't on that list. So I just wanted to get y'all's reaction on that.
Yeah, I just don't understand how not. So that was only, 3 receivers?
Yeah. He said everything else is up in the air.
I mean, if you're going to say XL is a lock, I mean, I know you're saying that based on, him being drafted in the first round, you trading up to get him, and not to be the dead horse, but if I go look across the field and Jalen Coker had just as good of a season or even better season than him, I don't understand how that can make him a lock, or not make him a lock, rather. So I don't understand that.
The injuries, potentially. Him being an undrafted free agent, potentially. I think there's a couple of reasons why you could say that, especially when you went out and got Jimmy Horn. And Jimmy Horn, actually, I'm just going to read this paragraph, and then I'll come right to you. But this is from the article. Said Thielen agrees. For the first time, this is a quote from Adam Thielen. For the first time since I've been here, you look around the room and I don't know who's going to make the team. And that's a great thing, he said. Thielen, McMillan, and Legette are locks. Horn likely is too, given that the 6th-round pick could well be the Panthers' punt returner. That leaves veterans Hunter Renfrow, Dan Chisna, and more competing with younger players like Coker and undrafted free agent Jacoby George, fighting for the final spot or two. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think I actually touched on this last week. I feel like Joe be tapped down. Shout out to Joe.
He also be on bullshit sometimes, too.
I'm talking about tapped into the pod.
Yeah, shout out,
that's pretty much exactly what I said last week. When I was like, I can understand why people would be feeling a certain type of way about Coker potentially making the roster, considering the fact that he was an undrafted rookie. And he had an okay season. Like, by an undrafted rookie standard, he had a really good season, but it was still just an okay season in the eyes of an NFL receiver. Couple that with the fact that this receiver room has gotten a lot better this offseason, and you're hurt. So
I think that's the biggest thing. Now,
I will say he had an injury problem coming into the NFL, and now you're hurt again, and it's a soft tissue injury, and hamstrings and things like that can be a little bit funky. Like, I know it's really early and we're really far into the summer. However, this is one of those things, like, if it doesn't get right now, because he's going to have to push it in training camp because he's going to be fighting for a roster spot. He's probably going to be playing preseason games, so he's going to have to push it then too. This is one of them things that could start to snowball and get a little bit out of hand if he doesn't get it right now.
Yeah.
So I do see a world where Jalen Coker does not make the roster. It would be very unfortunate because I don't think that the rest of the guys that we named outside of a Jimmy Horn is better than Coker from what we've seen, and Hunter Renfrow as well.
I was going to say that, but I just didn't know if I wanted to die on this hill this week.
Yeah,
but I think that Hunter Renfrow could not arguably. I think Hunter Renfrow is better than Jalen Coker.
Because he's done it. He's proven. Right. Hunter Renfrow is a proven commodity in the NFL.
But he did almost croak last year.
Right, and allegedly he's back to full health, so we're just going to go with that for now because we haven't seen anything to contradict that report, and since we can't lay eyes, thanks to Dave, on the camp this year, we won't be able to verify it, but I I don't think David Moore. We've seen enough of David Moore. We know what he is. We know who he is. The other rookie undrafted free
Jacoby
agent,
George.
And Musha Muhammad's
TBD.
son is on the team. Or
He got cut, I think. I think he got cut already based on injury. He got injured during rookie camp, I believe, and they let him go.
and that's how cutthroat it is. So yeah, there's definitely a world where Coker does not make the team, and it would not surprise me.
This is via Carolina Blitz on Twitter. If you're not following them or not following them, then you need to. And it's headed by Vashti. So shout out to Vashti and Lowe and everybody that is associated with Carolina Blitz. But this is a video that they took. This was the final day, I believe, of mandatory minicamp when Dave Canales was asked about that wide receiver room. I'll just play this clip very, very briefly.
And so that's the part. I think it's going to be very difficult. I think that we're going to have to take it through the preseason games and see who can help us. And special teams is going to be such a huge piece of that puzzle. How can these guys help us in the coverage units? Can they help us as a returner? Those things that added value, if it's even the special teamer, makes the team. And so that's the part where we get to challenge our guys, find a role, take this thing seriously. You're not here just to catch passes. We only get so many helmets on game day, so we need all of you. We need you guys to contribute in different ways.
Which, I mean, honestly, when you take a look at what Dave Canales said in that regard, it becomes kind of a hard sell to see Hunter Renfrow making the team over Jalen Coker or over, a couple of different guys, because Hunter Renfrow really doesn't provide any value from a special teams perspective. Jalen Coker really doesn't either, because I don't think that we saw him at any point return at all. I don't know if Jalen Coker did much at all on special teams last year, and I'm sure if that's not accurate, you guys will let me know in the comments, and please do so if that's not accurate. But, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. That room is very, very deep. And I said I was actually went back and looked at some of the videos that I did over camp last year, and I think I was a year early, because last year during training camp, I was kind of gassed up off of the receiver room because I had faith in guys like TMJ and Jonathan Mingo, obviously blind faith. Shout out John, man. Shout out John. I still love, but he just unfortunately couldn't get the job done. But I think I was a little ahead of myself in that regard, because I think that now officially this year, that room is very, 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 very deep. And I could see a situation in which the Panthers keep 6 or 7.
I do want to, pump the brakes just a little bit, though, on the Panthers wide receiver room, because I know that we've been praising them a lot this offseason. Because we think that they have gotten better, ideally. We're anticipating XL to have grown. We're anticipating Tet to be good. And we're anticipating Adam Thielen to continue to do what he's been doing. However, I do just want to throw out there that Adam Thielen is aging, and we don't know what he's going to do. Tet is a rookie.
Can I pause you? Adam Thielen is aging, but he hasn't dropped off at all, literally. Last year,
but
he had the injury.
It happens fast, though. In the NFL, that drop-off happens. It's like a cliff. It creeps up on you, and it just –
Adam Thielen is nothing more than a chain mover and a reliable set of hands.
Which is exactly where I'm going, right? Even at his best, that's what he is, right? And you have Tet, who is an unproven rookie. We all think he's going to be good. However, we just simply don't know yet, and he is a rookie. And then you have XL, who was not good last season and who's had to put in a lot of work this offseason, and we're hoping that he's going to be good. So, there's a lot of guys. And then Jimmy is a rookie. Coker's an undrafted free agent. For as much praise as we've been giving them for their depth and how competitive this room is being, we still have to be cautious and not be blindsided if this room doesn't quite pan out exactly how we're thinking, because we are still operating with a lot of unknowns in this room. But we think they're going to be good. We just simply don't know right now.
Yeah. Good points. Let's see. I think we're pacing great, I think we're doing a phenomenal job.
It's only been an hour.
Has it been an hour already? Oh, we're fucked. Let me see. Where do we want to go? Do you guys care to comment at all about Bryce Young being on that sheet? They said that nigga is out there moving different. I'm not gonna lie. They said that nigga is out there chatting real bad to J.C. Horn.
I mean, yeah, that's what I've been hearing from the coaching staff and from the players. But, I mean, you still got to show me. I mean,
I'd agree.
Because as you know, as much as phenomenal the back end of the season was for him, or a big leap than it was at the start of the season, like if you don't carry that into the beginning of this season, then it means nothing, because these are when games are going to matter. When you was at the back end of the season, you wasn't really playing for much. So now you get to start fresh, 0-0, like everybody has the same record. So you have to keep that same, that same energy and keep all of that going, which everything sounds nice coming out of, mini camp and OTAs, because it sounds like he is operating a little bit different than he was last year. But at the same time, until we start putting wins in that win column, then it means nothing.
Okay. Fair enough. They said he's out there chatting.
I like it.
Real bad.
Yeah, I like it because what I think it's a little bit deeper than him just talking trash and like becoming comfortable. I also think in some ways it's him stepping up into the role of a leader for the team, and I think that's kind of what we're witnessing is like the evolution of Bryce Young as a leader. We know Bryce Young can play quarterback. He's shown us that much. But can you lead a room full of men? Because there was questions about that. We had questions, especially his rookie year, with like, how are these guys going to look at you? You're already – I'm going to bring up the size. Sorry, y'all. You're already smaller in stature. You're kind of like his voice is you're a little bit softer spoken than your prototypical quarterback and things like that. But like what you see Bryce is starting to do is bring a little bit of that fire. And I think it's really cool because it's kind of coming down from the coach. As y'all heard in that last clip that we just played, Canales barely had a voice.
Oh,
and
God.
that's not the first time this offseason where he's done an interview after a practice or anything like that where he can't speak. So Canales is out there clearly screaming and yelling at these guys and bringing that intensity. And I think it's starting to be reciprocated, and Bryce is feeding off of that energy that coach is bringing, and he's bringing that to the playing field. And you got a lot of – we just talked about it. You got a lot of younger guys in this receiving room. Your vets are on the O-line, but your skills positions are all young. It's cool. It's cool. I think it's deeper than just Bryce getting his swagger back. I think it's Bryce becoming a leader.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's ironic that we were talking about a confidence thing, right? Because Bryce never came out and said it last year. But Bryce's whole problem, the first 2 weeks, in my opinion, was a confidence thing. Like, and it can be off the field or on the field, because I believe his stem from off the field. Like, I'm not going to keep bringing up that situation. If you're a fan of FPFO and you've been tapped into what we've done over the last year and some change in that regard, y'all already know kind of like, where I'm going with this or what I'm hinting at. But his thing was a confidence thing, in my opinion, as well. And I think that the last 10 games of last season helped his confidence significantly. And even from the start of the spring, really, the first press conference, the first time we heard him speak this season, right, in an official capacity, because he did a couple of podcasts and things of that nature, but the first time we heard him speak in an official capacity, he was already low-key letting his nuts hang, albeit jokingly with the media. But, yeah, different timing and different energy. And I'm just going to speak to something that you said very quickly, because this came from Joe Person's article as well. And because he dropped the article on Monday with like the seven biggest takeaways that he had from mandatory minicamp. And I'm sorry that, y'all don't have access to this shit, and I can't give y'all access. But I could have taken some screenshots. But I'm just going to read it, even though my reading isn't the best at times. Not out loud, but I'm not illiterate. So his first takeaway of camp was a different level of intensity. That was the title of the first takeaway. Then he goes on to say, not to make too much of non-practices in May and June in shorts and helmets, but the spring sessions seem to have a little more juice. A little more juice than during Canales' first year in Carolina. No one was supposed to be hitting, but a couple of players ended up on the ground. There were a couple of mini skirmishes, and lots of trash talking, much of it coming from J.C. Horn and Chuba Hubbard, which Chuba do be popping his shit. I'm not going to lie. Chuba be at camp popping his shit. Like, he really be on timing. Nigga started a little boxing match last year behind Chuba in that Jets joint practice. If you were there, then, you got a chance to see that. I think that was the second one of the day after TMJ Monster nigga stepped over him like a little bitch. But we'll continue. The intensity extended to the coaching staff. Canales showed up to last Wednesday's media session with a raspy voice. Feels like camp a lot. It feels like camp. A lot of meetings, a lot of practices, a lot of yelling, chasing guys, just trying to add to the energy of it. Canales planned to drink some. Okay, too much. Dick eating. And while Thursday's practice was a bit calmer, it still resulted in a scrap between reserve offensive lineman Brandon Walton and backup edge rusher Thomas Incoom. Neither one of them niggas is going to make it. Quarterback Bryce Young also got into the jarring, showing off a side to the public that they haven't seen before from the third-year quarterback. It was just a year ago that Davion Clowney called Young a quiet guy who could stand to play with more energy.
That's why he got shipped.
Yep. Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, nigga didn't believe in the vision. So cool. Veteran wideout Adam Thielen viewed the trash talking and spirited practices from Young and everyone else as progress. I think it just talks about our team. We're a bunch of guys that want it. I think guys are finally sick of being the same old Carolina Panthers, Thielen said. I think we want to get back to what they did here in the past, 2015 and some of these other years where they had deep playoff runs and had the crowd involved and the city hyped up. We haven't had that. Yeah, no shit, Adam. Thank you so much for pointing that out. But no, I think that he's right. And I think that he has a point. I mean, it seems like from all the reports that we've seen, and of course, this is why we specifically said don't get caught up in the propaganda, because this is what they do. And when outsiders can't view it for themselves, then, they have the ability to create these narratives and kind of run with things the way they want to. But I will say, all of that being said, if you're looking at it from an unbiased standpoint and looking at it objectively, I think that these are all good signs. I do. And that was a great point that you made, that the intensity is kind of stemming from Dave Canales. It starts at the top. I mean, we've talked about this so many times, so often. It starts at the top. And I'm going to take this time and this moment to commend Dave Tepper, just simply based on the fact that I haven't really heard much about him. We saw on the blueprint a couple of weeks ago, they're turning to him, looking to him for an answer in the war room. He put the ball right back in their court. So then, once again, when you have football players and football-minded people making football decisions, it's going to translate. It's going to translate. You give shit to Dan Morgan and let Brent do what he do with the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And then it just trickles down to Dave and the whole coaching staff and then your quarterback, et cetera, et cetera. Things are looking to be on the right track. That's what I'll say. Do you have anything to add? Why do you keep just looking at me smiling, nigga?
Very, very good speech.
What, it's still fuck him?
Who, Dave Tepper?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that he's taken a big step, but, there shouldn't be something that we have to commend the owner for.
Pause, but it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be, so I'm not going to give him that credit.
But the reason why I'm going to give him that credit is because the first 4 or 5 years that he's been here, actually, how long has it? Yeah, about 4 or 5 years, right? It just simply wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. And when you have a nigga that's a billionaire and not just, the nigga just got 1.2 and he's a billionaire officially. No, this nigga has billions and billions of dollars from being extremely good at what he does. And that would mean that he's a great negotiator, a great businessman. Typically, when you deal with niggas like that, they have ego problems. So I'm commending him for having to take a step back and being self-aware enough to know that, yeah, this shit, the way I'm doing it currently, just simply ain't gonna work. It's not. It's not. And that, I think that a man specifically in that type position, I think that's a hard sell. I think that's something hard to do. Because I'm not going to lie to you, if I'm up multiple billions of dollars and I got here doing shit my way, unfortunately, when I bring on and take on a new project, I'm probably going to continue to try and do shit my way. Even if I just keep fucking it off, because I'd rather just die on the hill. So I'm going to commend him. I am. I'm not saying I'm going to suck his cock when I see him. But
sounds
I'm just
like
saying,
that's what you...
No.
But carry on.
No, I have nothing else to say. I had smoke for the nigga before anybody else really had smoke for him. Right or wrong?
I'm happy for you and him.
Shout out to Dave Tepper. I mean, very simple. Very simple. I'm not sure if you saw this. I'm going to show you this. Them all blacks look good. So the Panthers, they've been dropping shit. They've been dropping okay, cool. Oh shit. This just dropped. Carolina star running back Chuba Hubbard says that the Carolina Panthers plan on winning the Super Bowl this year. That's always been the goal. That's the goal this year. I think we're the closest we've ever been. I think guys are finally sick of being the same old Panthers. I mean, it's very similar to the quote we heard from Adam Thielen, and I think that actually dropped like 3 days ago.
Yeah, I just seen that earlier today. Super Bowl a stretch, but I do agree that it probably feels a little bit different in that locker room based on the offseason.
Yeah. I mean, me and Tammy have been trying to tell you that.
I mean, I still haven't changed my stance. I don't know why.
So no more than 7 games still?
Not right now.
Okay. I think that's pathetic, but all right. I mean, no worries. I think that the Carolina Panthers are switching to the All Blacks for their primary at home. It's based on the shit that I'm seeing. And to be honest, my dick will be hard every time I walk in BOA if that's the case. But that's just me.
I like that.
Looks better than the other shit they be wearing.
They just keep teasing this.
Yeah, I seen that, and then I seen the other one that they posted earlier.
Yeah, everybody was up in arms about this one.
Yeah.
That's the one you saw?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, well, I would love it. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers for listening to the fans.
I still need to get me a jersey.
And I would love, oh my God, I would love the black helmets. The black helmets as the primary helmets. I'm going to feel like we sliding on everything.
That top 15 defense.
Yes, God. Yes. Yes. Yes, 1,000%. Congratulations to J.C. Horn. I'm pretty sure he had a baby very, very recently. Celebrated his first Father's Day. Shout out to him.
Congrats, brother. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Forgot about that.
Facts. We forgot to say that last week. But, I mean, that just kind of, you know.
Yeah, nobody cares about men.
Yeah, I was about to say that unfortunately just kind of fits the aura of Father's Day.
God damn it!
That don't mean we had to.
Yeah,
you know.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy belated Father's Day. We're 2 days late, but shout out to JC. Let's see.
Shaq.
Yes. Any reactions at all to Shaq signing to Buffalo?
Happy for him. Congrats.
Yeah, I mean,
Carolina Panthers North.
good for
Yeah,
Shaq.
they do take all our players. So I mean,
All our players, our
fitting.
front office, our coaching staff. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Shaq. Weird choice coming off of 2 knee injuries, going to play at a place that's that cold. Gonna be pretty tough on the body there, but
wrong with him, bro?
you know, hey, you know,
Boy.
if that's all that you could get,
You about to have that heavy tape, them knee braces.
boy. And oh my God, Buffalo in November. Yeah, Shaq, it's gonna be a long one. Good luck, brother.
How am I supposed to come on this podcast and act? Should Shaq Thompson have 115 tackles, and every single week I gotta watch fucking Trevin Wallace? I'm just asking y'all. How should I?
I'm sure I'll take the blame for it. I'm sure the blame will
you
fall
will.
on me.
No, you
I'm
will.
sure it'll fall on me.
You will 1,000%. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you now. I'm gonna confirm that. So just be prepared.
You should act like you finally got a take right.
I mean, enough, bro. Niggas just love highlighting my, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you say, heavy as the head. Actually, like I say, and then you started fucking saying it. Actually, but yeah, heavy as the head. I mean, it's nothing new. Niggas love pointing out when my takes are wrong, and then they quiet as fuck when my takes are right. So it's just like,
Well, it's just not often that they're right, so it's pretty easy to be.
That's not necessarily.
It's
true.
pretty easy to be quiet most of the time.
I don't think that's necessarily true. To be honest,
I could agree with that.
You can agree with what?
Davian's point.
That my shit.
I'm on your bumper.
So my shit be wrong.
Yes.
They don't be that wrong, bro. I just be loud. That's it. I just be
Loud
loud.
and
Loud and fucking wrong.
Loud and
That's the
fucking
problem
wrong.
with the world now.
Speaking of the world now, I can't wait to get to my 2 minutes. We might
Jesus.
lose 500 subs off of what I got to fucking say. Good God Almighty, yeah. I'm damn near itch. I damn near want to do it now, but I'm gonna stay the course because we're tracking well.
Stop saying that, bro.
We are. We're tracking very well. Let me see what's next. Okay. Per source. This is a personal source. This is the FPFO source. So you may or may not be able to find this elsewhere. But I'm gonna read it exactly how I have it typed. Per source, we are out on Ramsey. Ramsey does not want to be in Carolina and wants to go to a contending team. He doesn't see the Panthers as being that at this time, so he does not want to be in Charlotte. Source also said that they fully expect us to sign a vet secondary piece closer to around camp, waiting on the market price to go down. And then off of that, so I mean, you know, we got that notification maybe, I don't know, last Wednesday or Thursday. And then, of course, what kind of sent the Panthers internet into a frenzy, as they, you know, often do. We got this clip from Jeremy Fowler.
This is interesting because I think coming out of Atlanta, I do think Simmons is interesting because I think coming out of Atlanta, I do think he's looking for that Vic scheme. That's why the Eagles are on the short list there, because it's Philadelphia, it's, you know, Carolina has interest in Simmons, and Xavier Legette came from the Big Fangio school. So that's where I think you should look with Simmons, you know, and that's going to be important for Jair too. I mean, especially these DBs, you're not going to go somewhere where you're unfamiliar, don't fit the scheme, and don't know the coaches most of the time.
That's what he had to say regarding Justin Simmons, and just speaking to him being a scheme fit for the Carolina Panthers, with him already having the history with Jiro Evero. He played with EJ in Denver, and he led the NFL in interceptions with 6 that particular year. I think that was 2022, if I'm not mistaken. So just reactions to the Panthers potentially going out and pursuing Justin Simmons. And just based on, to add more context, this is going to be directly from Sheena Quick, but also this was echoed throughout the beat reporters in Charlotte, told by league sources that the Panthers talked to Justin Simmons representatives, but nothing is imminent. So that would kind of fit what our source told us regarding us going out and getting a veteran piece in the secondary, and not necessarily pushing the pace and waiting for the market price to go down. Justin Simmons fits that. Julian Blackman is another name that we've continued to bring up time and time again on this podcast. Another name that we haven't really discussed as much, Asante Samuel Jr. I think we may have mentioned him once or twice. And then Jair, of course. I don't excuse me. I don't know if Jair is I don't know if Jair is really in play. I don't know if he's really in play for the Carolina Panthers anymore. But obviously it's TBD. But how are you feeling particularly about the reports that Justin Simmons could potentially be coming to Carolina? And, you know, do you think that bringing him in increases defense productivity extremely, or is it just going to be a body?
Yeah. Well, one, just to touch on the Jalen Ramsey thing, I mean, that's fine with me. Obviously, we need cornerback help, but I don't want nobody who doesn't want to play for us. So, good riddance. I mean, wish you much success wherever else you end up. With Justin Simmons, I mean, I still think he's a solid safety. It's going to – I mean, I think not anything, but a lot of things are better than, you know, having to roll out Damani Richardson. And we did see him improve last year. But I still think Justin Simmons, he brings that veteran aspect to the secondary, to that safety room in particular. And I just think it boosts your defense a little bit more if you can have him back there, and then Damani Richardson being able to learn behind him for another year, and then maybe he really be able to take that next step. But I don't see in a world where you go wrong by bringing in a Justin Simmons, especially if it's like a favorable contract. So, I mean, I will be happy to have him.
Yeah, right points.
Yeah, I think I think I'm more leaning towards it's just another body at this point in Justin Simmons' career. I don't know exactly how productive he was last season, but
let's go look before you give your official opinion on that.
He caught 2 picks last year. He played 16 games, so stay relatively healthy. 62 total tackles.
31 years old.
Yeah.
Pro Bowler.
He was a Pro Bowler last year?
Nah, not last year. That just overall.
I was like, yeah, because I mean, his numbers have just gone down pretty much every season since his time, tailing off his time in Denver after he got that massive contract. He kind of underperformed throughout the duration of that contract and then ended up in Atlanta. Didn't really seemed like it was going to be a good fit initially, but didn't really do all that well with Atlanta. I think I'm still on the Blackman hype train. I would much rather see Julian Blackman in a Panthers uniform than Justin Simmons. Now, I think that would make the defense better. I think Justin Simmons would just be another body and a veteran presence, which is sometimes needed, because I do think, like, I know all the reports coming out of minicamp were, like, Lathan Ransom and how much work he had been getting with the ones, and he picked off Bryce Young and this, that, and the third, but obviously the front office still thinks that room needs help, even with your, I don't know how confident they are in rolling out a rookie fifth round draft pick, week one.
Well, shit, I mean, like you just hinted at, based on reports, he got hella work with the ones during mandatory.
And they're still looking for a safety. That's exactly why. I think, like, he got a lot of work with the ones, and they were like, yeah, we should probably.
Well, they said that he was going crazy.
And yet they're still looking to add another body into that room, right?
Fair.
So it's like they're saying one thing, but quietly behind closed doors, they're moving. Like, same thing with when they drafted Tet. Everything was geared towards the defensive line, and then they go the complete opposite direction. So, like, yeah, he got good work in, and he looked pretty good doing it in the Underwear Olympics. But they still need another body in that room because, as we said, that whole secondary is paper thin right now. You're one injury away from just a shit show.
Yeah.
So I do think at this point you just need to bring in a body.
Good points. I'm kind of I think that I agree with you in the sense that we need to bring in another body. I think that I would be okay with Damani or Ransom being rolled out. Probably Damani more so than Ransom, just because he has a year under his belt in this scheme, and he is a ball hawk in my opinion. However, that being said, if you can add a Blackman or you can add a Simmons, I believe you do it. All pro guys, no real concerns with injury as it pertains to Simmons. Like Terrence just mentioned, he did play 16 games last year. Blackman, I know he's been hurt a couple of different times in his career, so you run the risk of that should you decide to go in that direction. But I do think that you need to add more depth. I think we've had this conversation 2 or 3 weeks in a row where we all genuinely believe and think that we need to add more depth to that room because right now, as it stands, we don't believe that it's going to get the job done. We don't.
Yeah, I mean, I would much rather have Julian Blackman than Justin Simmons. Yeah, for sure.
Any particular reason why?
Julian Blackman's younger, and I think that's someone that you can, have around for a decent amount of time, and someone that can really grow in that system. When Justin Simmons, he's kind of on the tail end of his career. Like Tavian said, his production has decreased. But, I mean, I'll take either or. But if you want me to give you somebody that I feel like we can build a future with, and that can give us long-term production, I would say Julian Blackman.
Fair enough. The Carolina Panthers just dropped a hype video, I guess. I'm out to watch it.
Our mentality is clear. Attack.
Everybody up! Everybody up! Let's go!
We're built to hunt. Not here to blend in, but to break through. A team ready to emerge from the shadows, defend our lair, and prey on new territory.
Pushing!
Chest out and eyes set on one goal.
That's it, man. Let's win today.
Win. Win in preparation. Win in performance. Win in all phases.
Let's go!
Yes, sir. Good.
It takes heart to carve out a legacy, and we're hungry to leave our mark.
That was hard.
I hate that they didn't end it with the growl.
Yeah, they should have. Like a hard ass growl though, not that. Ooh, shit. Damn, I about forgot where I was. Ooh, shit. Shit. Yeah, I about ended us. Nah, that was fire though. I'm not gonna lie.
Can you send it in the chat so we can all see it?
Yes.
Is that up your win total?
Man, fuck no. That shit is cute. Damn, are they? So I mean, is this the rollout of a new damn what you call? Because they posted the shit, and instead of like hashtag like everything they've done, like obviously in the past they always post and they hashtag keep pounding, but like on this shit they hashtag leave our mark. Is that them changing the slogan? Is that what that was? I don't know how I feel about that. That's crazy.
One comment. Why is the first thing I see when I click on this video in terms of players' faces? Why does never mind.
What who is it?
XO.
Fuck nigga.
Why is that the first face?
Because you know why, nigga. I keep trying. Matter of fact, y'all keep
Marketing.
Bitch.
Marketing.
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Or is it not?
I mean, yeah, probably to a certain degree, but I mean, he's one of the faces of the franchise, like it or not. He is. So yeah, cool marketing, sure. You're the only one that. Well, it's not just you, but you're the main one that thinks he's a bitch. That's it. Like,
oh my
it's
God,
okay,
can we
bro.
stop going back to this?
Yeah, we can. My bad. My fault.
Give it a break.
What is this link? Okay, yeah. This is Joe Person as well. Mentioned free agent safety Justin Simmons as a possibility for Panthers in today's article. Carolina has talked to Simmons' rep, but nothing is imminent as of now per league source. Simmons led the league with 6 interceptions in 2022 when he was with Ejiro Evero in Denver. So that's that on that. Let's see. Ransom, we talked about Ransom a little bit. What is this one? What is this link? Okay, that's the what you call. Okay, cool. Let's go to Juice. Y'all got y'all tickets ready this week?
Waiting on you.
Good.
So I'm assuming you ain't got yours ready.
Nope. I never do. That's what you decide to send. Don't worry, though.
I just thought that was crazy. So we're back with that?
I didn't even see what it said for shit. Oh shit. Yeah, that's OD.
Can't even tell if it's nighttime.
That's wild.
I'm gonna tell y'all some shit off the air.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's kick off with Dylan this week. Hopefully he picks some teams that I can pronounce. If you're unfamiliar with this part of the show, this is our betting segment. Plus 400 odds or better, or longer rather, should I say. Plus 400 or longer. And we have a group pot. So it's me, our producer Tavian, co-host Terrence, as well as our content manager Dylan. $150 per head. The person that wins the most during this segment throughout the whole season wins the whole pot. So that's that. That's how that goes. That's Juice. If you're new here, welcome. This is how Dylan kicks it off. Tuesday, tonight, he has the Florida Panthers money line against the Oilers. He has Inter Milan beating, I don't know. And then he has Dortmund beating, I don't know, and Atletico Madrid. All money lines. That is a plus 400 right on the head. I mean, soft as fuck.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Soft as fuck, but it meets the requirement. So I won't be on his top two bad this week. Tavian, you're up, buddy.
Let's do it. All right. I've got the New York Yankees money line against the Los Angeles Angels. The Yankees are coming off a series where they did not get a win. I'm expecting them to bounce back. I've got the St. Louis Cardinals money line versus the Chicago White Sox. I'm taking the Cardinals money line in that. I've got the Florida Panthers over the Edmonton Oilers. Unfortunately, that series is over. The Panthers they're just too damn good. And then I have Caitlin Clark to score 20 points versus the Connecticut Suns. Oh my God, she is back. She is back. She is back. Plus 542. Lock it, lock it, lock it.
I'll go ahead and start with mine. Plus, I don't even know, 5 something. I cut it out. Plus 5 something. Y'all can add up the odds if y'all need to. New York Yankees money line, Dallas Wings money line, Florida Panthers money line, St. Louis Cardinals money line. Like plus 540 something.
Okay.
Very easy, very simple.
Very easy. It be that. It dead ass be that.
Plus
until niggas
533.
start cocking off. No cap. I have a very simple 3-leg right here. Plus 560. Plus 560. Put it in, lock it in, get paid. Mets money line against the Braves tonight, 7:10 Eastern. Yankees money line against the Angels tonight, 7:05 Eastern. Give me Edmonton Orioles. Or Oilers, excuse me.
They're cooked.
They're fucked. They're fucked. They're fucked. The ticket is fucked. Don't put this ticket in. Plus 560. Oilers, Yankees, Mets. Very, very simple. We're going up north. We're going up north to party tonight. Lock it in. 560. Put you a little 10 ball on it. Get paid 56 in return. Very simple, very easy. 3 legs. Not that hard to accomplish. If they can't do it, they're marks, and they never see our tickets again. Very fucking simple. That's all I have to say. What? Why did you look at me? You guys want to play a game very briefly since we're like on juice?
Yeah,
and this is our betting segment.
Yeah, I'm looking at it
let's
right
play
now.
a game. Yeah, let's play the overs and under game.
God
Just
damn.
off of what you call. Just off of what you call. I fucked the camera up that bad?
Fucked everything up.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry to the viewers. I'll cut it out. Mark it. Mark the time. It should be on that what you call, so I can cut that. I'll wait until you mark it and then we can play. Okay, perfect. Over or under? Okay. I just need an over or under from both of y'all. Quick, rapid fire. Over or under? BY 3,500 yards passing.
Under.
Under.
XL 7.5 touchdowns.
Under.
Nalo 800 yards. Oh shit.
Oh,
my
are
bad.
we-
My fault. Nah, it is for you too. My fault. Actually, no. Let him. We'll do it individually.
Okay.
I like that better.
Okay. So
So you
BY
said under BY 3,500.
Yep.
Under XL 7.5 touchdowns.
Correct.
Nalo 800 yards.
Over.
JC 3.5 picks.
Over.
DB 79.5 total tackles.
Over.
Princely 4.5 sacks.
Under.
You ready?
Yep, let me bring the list back up. Go ahead.
3,500 yards for BY passing.
Under.
XL 7.5 touchdowns.
Over.
Nalo 800 yards.
Over.
JC 3.5 picks.
Over.
DB 79.5 total tackles.
Over.
Princely 4.5 sacks.
Over.
Okay. Maybe you're not so bad after all. I'll do mine real quick. I'm going over BY, over XL, over Nalo, under JC, because I don't think niggas are going to be trying him, especially if we don't get another cornerback. So under 3.5 for him. DB, I'm going to go, ironically enough, I'm going to go under on DB's total tackles because I think they built depth in that room so much so that DB's reps, I think, will go down a little bit. So I'm going to go under 79.5 especially with him coming off of that knee injury. And then Princely, I'm going to go under as well, I think. I think Princely is going to go under 4.5 sacks just because I don't know how his reps are going to be. Now, I did see a report. I'm not 100% sure who I saw this from. It might have been that Joe Person article. That article was really good. Pay the dollar that it costs to get the athletic subscription, because that article is really good and very informative. But I think that I think it was that article, but it said that Nick Scorton was progressing a little bit slower than Princely was, which was very, very, very interesting to me.
Not me.
Very interesting to me. Why do you say not you?
Because I called it.
What did you say?
That Princely was going to be the better player, in my opinion. I just think he has a little bit more twitch, a little bit more. He's more so of a natural rusher of the passer at that position.
Okay, that's very interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting to me. I mean, because obviously Nick went above Princely, but the Carolina Panthers had Princely graded as a round 2, and they had Scorton graded as a 1, and they just so happened to be able to get 1 and 2 and 1 and 3. So I don't know. That's very interesting. It's very interesting. And with Wanham not necessarily being able to stay healthy 100% of the time, Pat Jones, DJ Johnson, we're going to have some niggas step up. That's all I'll say, because I'm in a respectful mood today.
And Princely played beside, when he played beside Walter Nolan, who was a very good defensive tackle. And so I just feel like when he has guys like DB, Turk, Bobby Brown, then that's going to allow him to really, really show off his elusiveness on the edge.
I want to see something really quick. I just want to see. I mean, obviously it's June. It's June, so this means nothing. But I just want to see how they have it listed right now. What the depth chart looks like officially on ESPN at this time. Base 3-4, they have Derek Brown as the starting defensive end. Obviously, Bobby Brown being the nose tackle, Turk being the other DN, and then Wanham being the outside backer, and Nick Scorton being the outside backer. With Josie and Roseboom, that's interesting. I guess not so much, but actually it kind of is actually very, very interesting that they don't have Trevin instead of Roseboom, but cool.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah. Mike, of course, Mike JC, Trayvon Merring, and Nick Scott. And then Shaw Smith-Wade as a starting nickelback. Do you have anything to say about Shaw Smith-Wade? Dylan told me that we must talk about Shaw Smith-Wade today because the last week of camp that he had was spectacular, allegedly. Again, it could be propaganda, but do you have anything about his progression?
Nope.
Well, I mean, but you have to at some point or another, don't you?
I feel like we've already talked about this. I said last week or the week before that, it's good that we've seen him progress throughout this offseason. And then his progression last year, but he played on a defense was the worst defense in the league. So sometimes it's kind of easy to point out the, only bright spot on the field when that happens because nobody else is doing anything. So I'm happy to see his progression, but that doesn't make me feel like we're good in that area still. It doesn't.
All right. No worries. I'll just ask. Don't need to I'm just telling you what our content manager said.
Well,
that's it.
Dylan, that's for you.
Okay, yeah.
We still need help.
How much help do we need?
A lot of help.
Not a lot.
Okay.
One piece.
Let it rest, Dylan, unless you want me to start slandering Adam Thielen.
Don't do that. Don't do that. He'll be so triggered. Oh, my God. If you're still watching at this point in the show, shout out to y'all. Take this time right now. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. We have a goal. So super thanks, super chat, whatever it is. We have a goal. It's nothing too crazy. but this helps us fund our giveaways that we be doing. The giveaways that we do, I mean, I'm honestly just going to take this time very briefly. The giveaways that we do are completely unrivaled. They're unrivaled. I mean, listen, there are a lot bigger channels than us, a lot bigger content creators than us, and shout out to all of them because overwhelming majority is love and respect and appreciation for what they do for the space. A couple of them, not so much, but I digress because I'm not going to, not going to take this time for that. But all of that being said, there's nobody at all that does what the fuck we do from a content or from a giveaway standpoint. Just not. And honestly, there's nobody at all that does what we do from a content creation standpoint either, because there's nobody at all in the space, with the exception of us, that is every single week coming in here and giving y'all a live production podcast fully. So nobody's doing that either. But just staying on the giveaways, there's absolutely nobody doing what we're doing. That being said, we have to fund this shit. I'm not going to lie to y'all. So this is not me begging, but I'm just telling y'all, if y'all just want to show some appreciation and give us a super thanks, super like, super chat, etc., do so. Because we have the opportunity and the option to do that now. And we greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, again, like, comment, subscribe, bell notification on. If you're listening on DSP, shout out to you. Make sure to follow the podcast on your DSP of choice. Leave a review. If it's a 1-star review, we don't give a fuck. Just get us in the algorithm a little bit more. If it's a 1-star review, you a hating ass nigga. But I say that with love and respect. That's it.
And one more thing to add on, and let me go ahead and mute my co-host so they don't interrupt me on this one. Really quickly here. If you truly feel a type of way about my banner that is hanging on the wall, I'm giving you the opportunity right now. You can take it down. I will start a page. Once that hits $1,000, that banner will come off the wall. If it doesn't hit $1,000, that shit is staying right up there. And I don't want to hear nothing more about it in the comments.
That shit didn't even cost $1,000. So why would anybody pay that?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about, bro? Matter of fact, take that shit
just
down.
because they want to have the opinion,
because
they want to have the opinion about it, pay me. Pay for the studio, and then y'all can have a fucking opinion on it. Until then, don't say shit in the comments, or I'm coming for you every week.
If y'all are new here, what's being mentioned obviously is very, very clear because it's extremely nauseating. I feel exactly how you guys feel, that it shouldn't be a part of the set. But, I mean, what the fuck are you going to tell the nigga? Niggas pay bills where they at. Like, it's just like, realistically, what are you going to tell them? But it is extremely nauseating, and I empathize with you guys because I had to do a podcast with this shit too close to my head. So I agree. If you're new here, our producer is a Cowboys fan. Go easy on them. Everybody just chill and relax. Is it markish? Is it pussy-ish? Yeah, just a little bit. But that's what he chose. So shout out to him. Shout out to the role that he plays. Great insight. Has his hands moving now. Before, his hands weren't fucking moving. Nigga was pressing a singular button. Now, he looks. No, shut the fuck up. Does he not look more producer-like now?
Yeah,
he looks way more producer-like now,
finally
right?
living up to a fucking job description.
Let's also tell them why. Because I had no fucking room for any goddamn equipment in my previous spot.
Very true. Very true. We were. I mean, a lot of. Matter of fact, let me not even go on the rant. You're right.
So we do a lot for y'all. So the one thing that I do is put my little pendant on the wall, and y'all can just let it be that. Because there's also a Carolina Hurricanes thing on the wall. There's an East Carolina piece on the wall. There's multiple Panthers pieces on the wall. Y'all can't even see the small one.
Yeah, I was about to say they just can't see it.
There's Steve Smith to the far right. In between is the whole FPFO cast. And then I got my one little piece. We got a Panthers helmet on the table.
Nigga,
these two wear Panthers gear all week.
I mean, are we supposed to fucking feel bad for you, nigga?
No,
What's the name of the podcast,
I'm not talking to y'all.
What the fuck is he talking about, nigga?
But I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking.
We don't feel bad for you, nigga. This is For Panthers Fans Only, so that shit shouldn't fucking be up there, right?
I am talking directly to the motherfuckers that want to complain, but never be in the live chat. Never be sending super thanks.
Hey,
but they
let's do this. Let's do this. The next live that we do, we raise $200. We take that bitch down. He says 1,000.
250.
He says 1,000. Okay, cool.
250. And it's coming to me.
250.
No.
Then that shit is staying on the wall. Then that shit is staying on the wall.
It costs $250.
That shit is staying on the
Well,
wall.
tell them how much it costs and let's raise
Don't
that.
worry about how
and
much
see
it
how
costs.
much and see how quick that shit comes down.
$11.37 fucking cents.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. No, that Panthers one might have cost that. That one's a little bit more expensive. That's different material. That shit is hand stitched.
That shit ain't cost that much.
No,
I can promise you that.
It did it.
That's much different material right there.
It did. Okay, we have one question for Fan Blitz this week, and it has nothing. Well, I mean, shout out to Bloody, but it doesn't really have shit to do with the team. But niggas do be wanting to tap in, so I get it. He said, "Are you guys going to be at the Texans joint practice? If not, do you know anybody that's going?" I'm TBD. I don't know. We talked about it. But we're doing a lot of fucking traveling.
Yeah, I probably won't be there. I'll just go ahead and put that out there.
We're doing a lot of traveling, man. We're in Jacksonville week 1. We're in Phoenix week 2. And that, I mean, you know, we got the giveaway going with that as well. So that's more bread. Anytime y'all see us doing these giveaways, just know, like, this shit is coming out of our pockets. Like, luckily, we're blessed enough just to have 5 salaries that contribute to that. So it don't really, you know, it don't hurt. But at the same time, like, that shit be coming out of our pocket. So we got that going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it feels good.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good. You know, yeah. Matter of fact, let me just chill. Let me just relax. But I don't know, man. Me personally, I'm TBD. I definitely considered it because I would love to go, simply based on the fact that we're not going to have the opportunity to be at training camp at all this year, and that's really the only opportunity that we'll have. But with the amount of traveling that we have going on, I'll be at Breezy Bowl August 30th. We got, it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. We're going to Vegas, like literally the same week of the Arizona game. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't think that we're going to make it. Well, Terrence already said he's not going. Me personally, I don't think I'm going to make it. If I do, it'll be so quick that niggas might not even know that I was there until the content starts coming out. Because I probably would be there literally for one day max. One day max. I have nothing in Houston. I've lost nothing in Houston. And, I mean, you know, I would just be going solely for practice. I would potentially get on a plane in the morning time.
Right up.
Almost answered.
No, absolutely
I know
not.
it would be something crazy.
Yeah, absolutely not. Don't answer that. Do not answer that. But yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna make that one. But if you want to catch us outside, you can catch us outside. Jacksonville week 1, Phoenix week 2, damn near every home game. Week 12 TBD. It's gonna be a fucking movie week 6. When Dallas comes into town, it's gonna be a movie because you're gonna. I mean, you'll see damn near everybody plus more. Why would you make? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it was time to wrap it.
Yeah. Yeah. Long story short, we're gonna be outside. We're gonna be outside this year. Week 6, tap in with us. Damn, there was something else that I wanted to say quick. I'm just going blank right now. I forgot. I'm sorry. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. If you purchase a Carolina Reaper t-shirt, if you were one of the few people that were able to do so, shout out to y'all because them shits was moving quick. But if you purchase a Carolina Reaper t-shirt and you wear it to a game that we're in attendance and you're able to find us or we're able to find you, shots on us. That's all I'll say. Shots on us, for sure. Let me see. Let's wrap it. That's extremely alarming that we got that message, but nevertheless. 2-minute warning. You can go ahead and start my clock. This is what I'll say. Just be very, very mindful and aware of what's going on around you. Obviously, you guys saw the situation in Israel and Iran. The reason why like the cast just damn near went silent is because World War III is upon us, unfortunately. So the only thing I can tell niggas is stay prayed up, watch your neck, and just be very, very mindful of what's going on. That's all I'm gonna say in that regard. Get your artillery right. I know a lot of y'all, don't necessarily like guns and shit like that for, your own personal reasons, whatever the case may be. Only thing I can say is protect you and yours. Right now is not the time for division. I understand everybody has their political affiliations. I understand that, people feel a certain way about certain political figures. Whatever the case may be, right now the only thing that we need to have as a country is unity, because shit is about to hit the fan. Stay prayed up. Watch your top. And if niggas decide to slide over here, you lay them the fuck down. Very fucking simple. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I can go on mine. So I was originally gonna come on here and talk about Angel Reese, but I'm gonna spare. And
me bounds, nigga. You heard what you said, me bounds.
Just lame, and yeah. Anyway, I took another look into the Shamar Stewart situation with the Bengals in regards to his contract. I know we had conversations about it, but what was actually the reason why he's not signing his contract is because they're trying to do something to where previously, if you did something that may have like voided the contract or like conduct detrimental or something like that, then they would just take your guarantee money for that particular season. But what they're doing now is that they put it in there. If you do something conduct detrimental or anything in the contract that, is not supposed to be in there, they can have access to your fully guaranteed money throughout the whole contract. And he's like, no, y'all are not fucking me over like that. And to me, that's very nasty. Because I don't think no other team has contracts like that. Being that it's
the first one.
Yeah, being that it's into that, that's just very nasty to me. Don't agree with that. I know we kind of went at it about it, but yeah, that's very nasty. Hope he gets his money. Hope he, finds a way around this, and then he can actually get on the field.
Yeah, I will say, I know that we had that conversation. I don't think we even had that conversation on air. I think that was something that we did.
The chat.
Yeah, in the group chat. My stance on that has completely changed. I'm not gonna lie. Like the Cincinnati Bengals are. The Cincinnati Bengals are extremely poorly ran organization.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's honestly embarrassing what they do to their players and the way they approach these situations. And that Shamar Stewart situation is, it is absolutely disgusting. I totally agree with you. My stance on that has completely changed at this point.
Yep, that's what I said last week. But
no,
glad
you
that
didn't.
Everybody's on board now.
You didn't have those details.
Yeah, I was about to say those details were not.
I was like,
gifted
roughly,
to
it
us.
was. I said it was around the language of the contract where it had something to do with his guaranteed money, and JJ was like, "Bitch ass nigga, you need to get your ass on."
We knew that for the first year.
Yeah, we already knew that much. But when you go look at the language, when you get more information on the language, nigga, that is absolutely disgusting. He's absolutely right.
Cool, but that is nowhere near as atrocious as what the fuck I just had to witness this weekend. Craig Breslow, count your fucking days. I swear to God, if you think what they're doing over there in the Middle East is bad, you got another thing coming. Wait till you bring your ass back. Wait till you bring your ass back to Boston. Got some shit for you. I cannot believe.
Explain who that
I'm
is?
about to. Craig Breslow is the general manager of the Boston Red Sox, and if you were unaware of the news this weekend, he decided to trade their best player in Rafael Devers to the fucking Giants for a bag of fucking peanuts and a little, so they could lift the contract essentially. And it's just fucking quite disgusting. Like, Rafi had every right to be upset with the organization, given the fact that this offseason you went out and you brought in a third baseman. Rafi plays fucking third base. He's been playing third base for this organization since he was 16 years old. He's been in the Red Sox system since he was fucking 16 in the Dominican Republic, playing in their league that they have down there. You've developed him to this all-star caliber talent who is one of the top 5 best hitters in the MLB. No question about it. He might not be the best third baseman.
Not this year.
And you know why he wasn't the best this year? And this is exactly what I'm about to get into. Because you bring in Alex Bregman, you take Rafi's spot as third base, you move him to DH. DH is a completely different position than playing on the field. You have to have a different mindset when you're switching from defense to offense constantly versus being solely offense. So it took Rafi a while to get into the swing, and we've seen him over the last month of the season slowly start to get his rhythm back and turn back into the Rafael Devers that we've known and loved. And of course, lo and behold, his final at-bat as a fucking Red Sox is none other than a fucking home run that he fucking crushes over the Green Monster. And then I have to go and see us come off a series. Mind you, we've played the Yankees 6 times in the last like couple weeks, and we've won 5 of the 6 games. Just came off a series where we swept them, go back over 500, back in the playoff picture, and you just decide to piss all that away for some fucking sorry ass pitchers, which this team needed pitchers this offseason, and instead of going to get some, you never fucking did it. You never fucking did it. Calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. You never fucking did it. You never went to go get your fucking pitchers, and now you give away your best fucking bat, who accounted for 17%.
He's not your best bat.
He is the best bat.
He's not the fucking best bat.
He accounted for 17% of this team's offense this year.
He's not your best bat.
17% of your team's offense is in one fucking player, and you just pissed it away. Yeah. Fuck you, Craig Breslow. You did this shit with Mookie. You did this shit with Xander, and now you're doing this shit with Rafi. Fuck you, Craig.
Okay. Well, fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck the whole Red Sox organization, to be honest. I mean, and the nigga said the reports that came out, it didn't just have to do with performance on the field, but it had a lot to do with his attitude in the fucking clubhouse.
Because
too.
You asked him,
and
you took him off of third base.
Yeah,
you told him to be a DH, and then you go tell him to play first base when Tristan Casas goes down. Because you didn't do your fucking due diligence this offseason. You didn't get no fucking pitchers, and you didn't get another first baseman. And now you're telling Rafi to play 4 different fucking positions.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's never played first baseman in his life.
Well, so
that shit's gonna fuck the team off even worse.
That's
and Rafi is aware of that.
At
least he's conscientious enough to know.
No, that's not. He's
so
not.
Cool.
That's not him being aware of that.
Cool.
That's him being
so
fucking
you
selfish.
You just gave up another Hall of Famer. You just gave up another fucking Hall of Famer.
Cool. Hall of Famer.
Rafi will be in the fucking Hall of Fame one day. Yes. But it was a nice Father's Day present to the Yankees because they just traded their fucking daddy away. Shout out to you, Rafi. You will be missed.
He was. I mean, that nigga. He was dying. Like, his cock was throbbing to get that little weak ass shit off. So I'm happy that you got it off.
It's crazy that he's acting like that, but then he was like, "Oh, he can't even play. He can't even play in the field. Like, good."
That was just that was coping.
I was going through the 5 stages. I was going through the 5 stages of grief. Just shitting on him like yesterday in a group chat.
I was going. I was trying to rationalize it, and I really just couldn't.
So niggas just be talking.
It was an emotional take. But the one that I just laid out, very well thought out. Craig Breslow, piece of shit. And that fucking new management, that new ownership group, also pieces of shit. Fuck y'all. Y'all aren't serious about winning. Roman Anthony, new cornerstone. Roman Empire. 1 fucking hit since he's been brought up to the majors, but that's who they want to bank their fucking future on. Cool.
And you want me to tell you why? Cool. Because like they said, Devers' attitude in the clubhouse was fucking with the development of the young prospects.
My attitude would have been piss poor too if we weren't fucking winning.
And that's fucking selfish. That's selfish. No, it has nothing to do with him not winning. It has everything to do with him not getting his way.
I'm a fucking champion. I've been there.
Like I said,
I'm a fucking champion.
With him
I've
not
been
getting
there.
his way.
I'm a
he
fucking
threw a
champion.
fucking
I've been
bitch
there.
fit when they brought Bregman in, who was arguably a better third baseman than him.
Not arguably, he is a better third baseman. He's a fucking
better
Golden Glove
fucking
winner.
bat than him. Has
No,
more
he's not a better fucking
Excuse
bat.
me, has
He's not
more
a fucking
fucking
better
rings
bat.
than him. So it's just like, little nigga, fall the fuck back. So because you didn't get your way, you threw a bitch fit. So nigga, okay, cool. Matter of fact,
so the
Devers
trade
said
compensation
that
was
he
worth
wanted
Rafi?
Nigga,
The trade compensation was dog shit.
excuse me, you want to be gone? Don't fucking worry about it. Sit back, we got it. Sit back, we got it. Give niggas a great memory to remember you off of. You hitting a home run off the Yankees. The nigga only fucking plays good against the Yankees. He's not fucking worth shit outside of that. So, you want to say he's the daddy.
When I put my money on him, he always.
Yeah, he's not. Nigga, he's fucking worthless. He's fucking worthless. That's why. The nigga is fucking worthless. He only hits.
Fucking Yankees
he
fans
only
mouth.
hits. What's insane about it?
He's worthless?
Yes.
He
That
fucking
nigga doesn't
puts
mean shit.
cock in y'all.
That nigga doesn't
Repeatedly.
mean shit to me. Yeah, he doesn't mean shit.
Repeatedly puts
That's
cock
fine.
in y'all.
That's okay, bro.
Your best pitcher,
That's okay.
Garrett
That's
Cole,
great.
who y'all gave all that fucking money to, dicked them.
When?
Constantly.
When?
all the time.
Yeah, I don't know
all
how
the
true
fucking
that
time.
is.
Do you know?
I don't know how true
Do you
that
know
is.
what Raffy has better stats against Garrett Cole than he does any pitcher in the fucking league.
Let me
Raffy
go.
fucking dicks Garrett Cole.
I'm about to research that real
Go ahead,
quick,
pull it up. Pull it up.
Because I don't like when niggas just start spewing out shit, and I don't know if it's true or not. So,
It's true.
Okay, I'm about to confirm that. Just relax, nigga. Sit back. 14 of 40. 14 of 40. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
my
he
bad.
fucking dicks Garrett Cole. But you know it's cool. Hey, give him away. Cool. Fuck you, Craig.
Well, yeah, shit happens. Who gives a fuck? And realistically, did you cry last night or some shit? You look like you got
Borderline.
fucking tears in your eyes right now.
Borderline. I wanted to. Actually, it was a little bit more intense than crying. I wanted to do some other things, but
Understood. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn the bell notification on. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We will be back next week, 9 a.m. Eastern. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
I don't want war with you or my friends. My mind